Yeah. Bow, wow. Hit him with that bow now, bow now. So true. I think it's probably going to be a little too loud. Yeah. Bow now, bow now. Oh, does that not affect? I don't think that affects the volume at all. I think I need to turn that down here. Now that seems too low. No peace, no suffering, no gaming. All right. Anyone who guarantees we win this. Agron, Viper, Sevi Islands, Elect. Nope, not command prompt. Elect, Marrow, Hound. Yeah. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb too. Go, let's game. So, Focus Band. Beautiful day for Focus Band. I mean, I guess we could. The problem. What would it be like? Rapid spin. Knockoff. High horsepower. Is actually probably the move. Why does Donphan have to lead every single fight? It seems like it's legally required in this section of the game that Donphan has to lead every fight. Where are the stats? Yeah, where are the stats? It says there's supposed to be a stats pop-up, but I don't see it. Let me close it, reopen it. Oh, it's somewhere over there? Oh, there it is. Wait, that's not what I want at all. I want... Is it info? Stream info, that's what I want. There it is. Nope, that's not what I want either. Twitch, that's not stats. Twitch stats, there we go. Cool. Alright, actually I want this chill Pokemon music instead. Or maybe Best Animal Crossing City Folk. Yeah, the Butterfinger commercials. Okay. Give me that. Yeah, maybe I'll turn it down here and then... Okay, but I think Donphan gets this every time. What up, Noel? How you doing on this blessed day? How you feeling? How you feel? How you feel? How you feel? 25. Sitting on 25 mil. Okay. Good to hear you okay. Alright, I think it's gotta be Rapid Spin, Knockoff, and then maybe Spin Again counter. I mean Spin Again horsepower. Because we're faster +1. Saw the explosion button, took a break, yeah. Yeah, this game does be like that. There's always some more bullshit. That's like the unofficial theme of Run and Bun is like once you think you're done with bullshit, there's some new bullshit. Let's look at the AI docs. He's 2. Yeah, I'm grateful that I am not remembering the fight, which means I did not get fucked by it, which seems nice. We're looking at Stealth Rock's AI. Yeah, dog, that's sick. This also the way you were talking about your run. I was like, oh, you're like, oh, it's just waiting till it's over. You only have 4 deaths, and you're almost at Watson. Like that seems really solid for run 1. Just really solid in general. Also, it's like very, very likely the Stealth Rock's turn 1. Yeah. What's a counter probability? Ah, that'll do it. Target cannot KO on it. Only has boosts of the corresponding split. Additional +2. So it has decent-ish odds to... Well, it's like most likely turn 1 it's going to Stealth Rocks, right? So counter is going to be +8 against the Donphan every time. And then Stealth Rocks is going to be +9. So it's very likely for a turn. The -20 thing was only added after Smollett ran into this exact trainer. What's the -20 where? Counter being -20 if you kill. Oh! Interesting. Interesting. This is just the AI doc, Black Giro. Just fun stuff. Also, I noticed, not to be watching anybody, but Smollant's only at fight 9. We're at fight 2. The gap is closing. I'm almost there. I'm gonna catch this motherfucker. I will find you, Smollant. But yeah, so I guess this is always like, it's rapid spin, knock off, high horsepower. Also, why does, dude, I don't know how you would do this without, I don't know how you do this game without Donphan. Donphan has led every fight, or I feel like Donphan's led like 80% of the fights for the most recent part of the game. This motherfucker's ridiculous. You will reach Brawley before Small. Hey. We don't like that energy. We'll play this real quick because we're not really super into the fight yet. Hoenn can learn Earthquake. Can Sceptile learn Earthquake? Hoenn Dark. I feel like we get Hoenn Dark every other day. I could win Absol there. Hoenn Dual Type. We will go... We'll circle back to that. Hoenn can learn Earthquake. Let's go Flygon. Unova can learn Earthquake. Can the Roggenrola line learn it? It's not Hippowdon. It's this guy is Unova, and they can learn Earthquake. Can learn Earthquake Final Evolution. Tyranitar. Dark Final Evolution would have been that. Zoroark. Unova Dark, Zoro, little guy, Unova Dual Type, that's like 5,000 Pokemon. Dual Type Final Evolution, that's also 5 million Pokemon. Let's go Swellow. Hoenn Dual Type, we will go Ray. And then Unova Dual Type. Unova Dual Type is... Lavani's not pure bug. I'm not sure if Lavani's pure bug. Let's go something we know. I don't think Whirlipede is pure psychic. Oh, what about Emolga? Let's go, baby! All below 10%. Sick. Yeah. Yeah, dude, Vex, I didn't believe... I honestly thought, like... Because last time I checked it, I thought he was, like, deeper into Magma Hideout. And I guess he is, but it's just going to depend on how long these fights take. Yeah. I guess I could have. Okay. But yeah, I'm confident that Donphan just wins this without rocks up. Don's going to bait in... Does Donphan just... oh, well, Donphan's going to be at least +1. Really? That's surprising. That's interesting that... I mean, not surprising after doing that fight, but... Here's a question too. Wait. How many rapid spins does Donphan need to set up to... Can Donphan just sweep this fight? Oh, this is Quick Claw. Okay. My dreams are crushed. Wait, is that what he did? Yeah, I guess the only issue would be literally okay. Yeah. Bugged. See, how many times are we likely going to have to spin? Because, I mean, yeah, we could just spin. But the problem is if we get to a situation where we... yeah, this thing is Quick Claw, and we'd be dead too. I guess if we have Battle Armor, maybe this would be... There'd be, like, a safer line with this. I think I might just... I'll see what we can do with just killing this. If we're +1, we're going to bait in... Electivire, who would probably, if they don't see a kill, they're probably going to Magnet Rise, right? Is there a specific Magnet Rise AI? Yeah, I imagine Battle Armor fucks this fight up real good. What makes it decide? Because we've had Mons click Magnet Rise before, but I don't think there's anything... There's not anything in the dock for it. I wish we knew. It's undocumented, no one knows what it is based. Okay, so we'll plan around this doing damage, this clicking Ice Punch. Well, the problem is, even if we get the proper amount of boosts, this thing is Quick Claw. So it doesn't matter. So we can't like safely set up. The only safe setup for a sweep we would have, if it would have to be Donphan, would have to be untouched, so that Sturdy's still active, or they would have to have taken like 20 damage. Yeah. Oh, with Battle Armor, it probably depends on the speed stat. Well, we have a minus speed Donphan, so there's probably a line that is even easier to do. But I think with us, it'd be like +4. Is this guy the combating one? Yeah, probably with a neutral nature. Yeah, if +2 almost gets there, I imagine with a neutral nature, +2 is enough. Whack. Yeah, I think that the sweep line is flashy, but I think this is more consistent. So if we're +1, yeah. If we're +1, it's probably Doom coming in. So what are we likely going to be, though? Is kind of the funky thing here, because what Donphan baits is going to be drastically different based on that. Hydra eats Doom? Oh my god, it does. And it can U-turn out? Hydra also kind of fucks in this fight. Yeah. Battle Armor, Donphan, and Granite for 1 Deathless and Rolling Tuggy and Rustboro. Yeah, we did get Vampire. And this Hydreigon's pretty fucking good. Plus speed, down defense. 29 special attack, 21 speed. Yeah. Yeah. We hit him with that wow, 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 wow. Yeah, so if we are... So turn 1 is most likely Stealth Rocks. We're gonna... rapid spin, and then it's either Stealth Rocks or counter. No, then it's always counter, isn't it? Because counter's always going to be +8. if I'm not mistaken, if I'm reading the AI correctly. Let's go look at the AI. So Stealth Rocks is 8 or 9 first turn. I think counter every turn because we all have physical moves is 8. Yeah. Wait. Oh, we still have to knock it off at some point. How much PP does counter have? $20. Okay. Yeah. Because I was gonna say, do we just stall out the counters? Well, knockoff counter won't kill. Not counter just does. Twice the HP lost by the user from that attack. Knockoff will do 41. Say we crit max roll knockoff. 146. Or I mean, yeah, 146. So we're fine to do that. We're not gonna die to that. Well, we can know like roughly how much damage we're gonna take though. But we're gonna rabbit spin knockoff. That's gonna do approximately. We'll say we'll go down to like 60%, and then it's likely gonna be rabbit spin knockoff that's gonna get countered, and then high horsepower the kill. So we'll be +1 at 60. So Viper's not gonna come in. Believe Doom's gonna come in. Yeah. It should be Doom because Marowak's going to see faster and KO'd. Doom's going to see faster and KO's back. It's going to be Dark Pulse. Yeah. Which Hydreigon just eats this guy. Because after this is gone, you're not going to do jack shit to us. This is going to be not a Pecha. This is going to be a Rost for the Will-O-Wisp. What about Blaziken? Well, Blaziken's always... We always want to keep Blaziken... I don't know if Blaziken's fast enough. But we always want to keep Blaziken under-leveled. Yeah. Yeah, I would not be surprised to see Hydri taken too. Anyone else who owns the Houndoom? Oh. Also, wait, actually, that's without the Dark Gem. We could also go Arcanine here. Depends. It's all going to depend on what baits. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We got a lot of things. We got a lot of lines to consider. Yeah. I gotta see. Is there any like real causes for concern? Looks like Torterra does pretty nicely against that. Yeah. Yeah, seems like you're on that. You running the buns. Got those buns running. Flare Blitz, Shadow Bone, Fire Ghost, Ground. Staraptor? Nah, Flare Blitz is too much. Oh yeah, he can't. Literally cannot hit him. Well, I guess we just have something that outspeeds this. Comes in on the right move. Does like Life Orb, Gyarados coming in on Earthquake. Yeah, that can work for that. Okay, yeah, I think no matter what order we used, and who else were we gonna have Hydreigon? Oh, we could just have Hydreigon take care of Marowak. It wouldn't really matter what move they come in on. Yeah, maybe it behooves us then to save Hydreigon for that, and then against Doom, because I don't think Arcanine does. Yeah, Arcanine's not going to do anything else in this fight. We'll have Arcanine come in on Scorching Sands of any sort of specific AI. Doomers. Yeah, I guess we might be able to, but are they dead to... they're dead to Dark Pulse crit. I don't think this guy's dead to Dark Pulse crit. Yeah, and we should never be... I think if we go Citrus on Donphan, we should never be baiting Scorching Sands. Like, if we bait Flamethrower, we're fine. We just come in with Arcanine and we kill. Arcanine can't get burned. Well, Fire types can't get burned. Yeah. Oh, yeah, our Hammy is just, like, 1 speed faster. Arcane with a Citrus to clean up baits. We're faster. I guess they have Unnerve, so I guess we'd eat the berry after. We can go straight in on that, kill that. Then going to be showing an outspeed and kill on Seviper. Not going to be showing that here. 31 speed plus speed. That's crazy. Yeah, so you're going to be able to do this as well once you get here. Once your run 1 gets here. Run 1 buns. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot you posted a picture of it. That thing is absolutely nuts. Okay, so we're killing this guy. We're going to take at least like 50% from Dark Pulse. Citrus isn't going to proc. Seviper's not going to come in. It's either gonna be Marowak or Electivire. I mean, for Marowak, we can come in on every move and kill with... Can Flight Blitz burn? Yeah. We're going to go Hydra with Alum. Kill with Dark Pulse. That would then bring in Electivire, clicking Cross Chop, maybe Magnet Rise. We would U-turn out to get a little bit of chip because our guy's fast as hell. Coming in on a Cross Chop. I don't think, yeah, that plus that. Cross Chop. Cross Chop, Cross Chop, Cross Chop. Do-do-do-do. The bug? Nah, electric type moves. Dummy. Cross Chop. Not faster. This thing's pretty damn fast. I mean, Torterra can also... Is there someone else who can take care of Seviper? Because Torterra, if we do a pivot where we're coming in on electric type move... Oh, well then we still got to be worried about Magnet Rise. We don't really know Magnet Rise. Oh, wait. What the fuck? Yeah, Beware... Beware beats this guy's ass. Scope Lens, high crit. Oh, so that's... This cross chop's like... We got to treat it like it always crits. Beware would want to come in on Ice Punch. So I guess we could go... This would never be... shouldn't it be Ice Punch? Oh, no, well, we're coming in on random move from this guy, potentially. Cross Chop, Ice Punch, baiting Wild Charge could behoove us. Oh, also, you could just win, depending on the move, you can just win versus this. Oh, it's Quick Claw. Nah. If Camera Up comes in on now, they don't do enough. And again, it's the Magnet Rise situation. I do think Beware's probably our guy. We have someone who baits Cross Chop, Ice Punch, or can take Cross Chop, Ice Punch, and then baits Wild Charge. think I'll try to cook the random trainer. Yeah. Oh, this works well. Center Scorch can come to a fight. And they can maybe pick up a Flame Body Burn here, which would be even nicer. Yeah, this would be Wild Charge. Wild Charge, which we go into this guy on. Yeah, they can take 2 Cross Chop. Wild Charge plus Cross Chop crit would probably put us into citrus range. We might want to pre-damage slightly to always be put in the citrus range from that. Beware with a citrus. That's going to be... Wild Charge have power chance? Nah, just recoil. I think we'd be fine regardless, right? We take normal. Yeah, because if that crits... Yeah, if that crits, we're always into citrus range. Yeah, I think we're good to not. And then we go Hammer Arm, kill with Beware. Yeah, worst comes to worst, if we like barely miss a range or something, we can go Cross Chop into either the Senna Scorch or into... Oh yeah, and then we could yeah, do that back into Donphan and kill with like an Ice Shard or some shit. But most likely Beware's coming in, picking up this kill. That's going to bring in Seviper, last but not least. Baiting Fire Blast, which I think... Yeah... Oh! Senna Scorch could actually, if they wanted to, they could come pick this up. Senti, if they were really feeling it. Fire Blast, I said. Or this guy, Fire Blast into Arcanine. Arcanine also picking that up. It's all gonna bend on HP. It's nice that we have like a handful of mods that could like get us out here. Can Torterra take anything and kill this guy? Probably not. Fire Blast is the one thing they don't want to see. Yeah. Yeah. Baiting Earthquake. Yeah, depending on what we still have left, we can pivot through other mons, and then I think we just go like Lum. Yeah, I think even if we do... Yeah, we just go Lum to avoid, like, Gunk Shot Poison. Max roll Gunk Shot Poison. I guess, like, Gunk Shot Poison, Gunk Shot Fire Blast Burn would get us. But, I mean, we've got, like, a handful of mons that could bait in Earthquake. So as long as we go, like, Tort, Lum, we're chilling. I think even Hydreigon could probably, you know, could come in and contribute here if need be. This guy could also... Do we want to... Nah, well, Flare Blitz. I'm so used to using Hammy. I'm like, Flare Blitz doesn't do recoil. What are you talking about? Cool. Wow! It didn't take us almost 3 hours to cook up a line for this fight. What the hell is this? These fights are supposed to go quickly. See, like, we could do some fancy Donphan sweep thing, but it's like, you know, it's overkill. This one to the double. How deep's the double? Pause. Double 7 or 8, cool. Yeah. That's why when everyone's like, oh, you gotta bring a unique Pokemon to your Elite Four. Fuck, bro. Especially if I'm on Run 1. Fuck that. You know what's unique? Winning on Run 1. You know what's fun and cool? Not losing. That shit's sick as hell. Alright. He just did the grunt. I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. Most true. Yeah, I want... I would love to have no sauce. Well, I mean... I don't need to love to have it. It's the life I lead. I got as much sauce, got as much spice as my mom's grilled chicken. Citrus, lum. No, didn't someone else did it, but they got fucked over by AI quirk. I think, did Flygon do it? I thought Flygon did it. Yeah. As much as I would love to be the guy, you're not that guy. Citrus, lum. Citrus, lum. Also, I've got the YouTube content is starting to cook again. I got 2 videos already ready to go that I'm going to start. April, I'm going to start making a backlog, and then May, I'm going to start posting a bunch of shit. Hopefully weekly. I sense despair. Why are you talking like a fucking Elden Ring bloodstain? I sense despair. Is exactly what you'd read on one of those. This motherfucker. Yeah. So what exactly? I think we talked about this before. So what? Why is there a conflict on what happened with that? Was it like a known bug? Is that why people are iffy about it? Because like if it was an unknown bug, they'd be like, okay, but it's a known bug that he had the claws. So it was an unknown bug? Yeah, I mean, why not? Yeah, that sounds like that's not his fault. It's not your fault. Oh! Is this useful at all? Oh, that'll do it. Did he already do stuff in the champ fight? Like, did he start the fight and then forget the items? Okay, yeah. Because I feel like with that, in my mind, like, if you start the fight and then you realize, like, oh, fuck, something's not right here. Or if it's, like, a double and they don't line up in the right way like they're supposed to, I'm cool with that. But, like, if you start the fight and you realize someone said this some time ago on this run. Someone said something to the effect of, like, before you click anything, if you realize it, you're good. But if you, like, fuck up. But that's why you got to double triple check. Yeah. I can see, like, if it was just one of those, I could see that. But, like, I guess the 2 compounding on top of each other, people are probably like, oh. That's gonna suck, though. If I was him, I would be like, fuck it, I would do other shit, then I would run it back. Like if I did win Emerald Kaizo on the illegal Doug Trio run. I wonder if I should mention I don't think because we're on the video talking about the run right now, I don't think I'm going to mention the illegal Doug Trio, but I maybe would mention it in the full video. That thing made me so sad. Okay, this is usually Stealth Rocks. Cool. Alright. And then this is usually counter. Okay. Fished an illegal Dratini. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of everything. Okay, this is gonna be a little funky with our baits now. I wonder if this is gonna get counter. It can't counter if you kill. Oh my god, yeah, we just went over this. I don't think I didn't really internalize it. Now we kill it. So now we're +2. What are we going to bait now? So Viper's not coming in. Electivire's not going to come in. This is still Houndoom. Cool. We are getting high on horsepower. Yeah. we were getting high on Hypotenuse. Okay, this is going to be Dark Pulse. We are a little unnerved. Dark Pulse doesn't always kill. I guess it could be William Wisp here. We're going in the Hydra. Yes. Oh, wait, no. They were going in the Arcanine here. That was the old line. About to turn me into the old line. The Mental's holding better. The fact that the line worked, and, yeah, the fact that the line worked, I think, really did not save my Mental significantly. Ow. Oh, yeah, I was like, why didn't we eat our berry? We're unnerved. We are faster by exactly 1 speed. We can outspeed and one-tap this. Line is going as expected. Also, it's helping that this line took like 20 minutes to cook. Now we are hungry and eat our berry. That's good to know for baiting in the future, too. There's probably just, like, consistence up? What the fuck is the phrase I'm looking for? Makes more consistent, our line. This is going to be cross chop every day of the week. Correctamundo. We're going to go into Centiskorch here. Centiskorch, I would love if you made up for your sins of being the Pokemon we caught here by giving a little bit of a Flame Body burn. 30%. Those are good odds. And it just missed. Okay, that works too. It's always going to be Wild Charge, which means we're going to go into Burn Stain. I mean, wait, actually. Are we at the crit Ice Punch on OnlyFans? Oh, no, we're doing the... I keep on forgetting this guy has Magma Rise. That could happen at any time. Wild Charge is chilling. Critical hit. That was expected. This guy has a... whatchamacallit. He has a whatchamacallit. He has a ban. 135 is Cross Chop crit. We're going to go Hammer Arm. The high crit move doesn't crit, but Wild Charge does. Interesting. We are a little bit slower. Cross Chop crit again is 135, so we are chilling here to Hammer Arm. There's the crit. Cool. I think crit might have fucked us. Oh, well, we have a bunch of other mods who could, like, do stuff here. Okay, so now we're -2 speed. Actually, Viper might come in here earlier because now we're slower. But I think it's basically the same order. Yeah. Okay, so this is... E-Drain doesn't kill. So this is Gunk Shot / Fire Blast. Let's check that one more time. Fire Blast will always kill. Gunk Shot will always kill. Earthquake doesn't. Giga Drain doesn't. Okay, so we're going to go, I believe, Arcanine, and then this is supposed to be Torterra's job. Yeah. So we're going to go... Arcanine I don't think is too low health. Yeah. Going to Arcanine. Cool. That is the best movement we saw. Then this is always going to be EQ, which we're going to go into Torterra on. No, I don't think there's any prioritization for 4 times. We don't have the weird using Thunder Wave on Gyarados situation. Fire Blast max roll is 150. Earthquake always kills. Fire Blast is a 100% accurate move. By the way. Cool. This brings Whack Marrow in. The final Mon. This is going to... We are faster. This is always going to be... Flare... are we low enough for Shadow Bone? We could get Shadow Boned. But it's Flare Blitz or Shadow Bone. Doesn't quite matter because Hydra will come in and kill this. Ow. Ow. That's why we have low on. Dark's Pulse outspeeds and one-taps, and we win. Good job, chat. We're going to attempt to beat Crystal Kaiser with 0 special, 2 speed, Sparmy, and 000 land. Why? Yeah, that's a yikes hard lemonade for me, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I think that Cloy God fight was just like the extent of my mental getting fucked. Yeah. Because everything else is insane. I guess that's fair, yeah. Just Starmie's so critical. Starmie, like, a good Starmie. I think the first time I was blessed with a good Starmie was our winning run, and that thing just fucking tears through so many fights. Alright. Might as well make the second W a banger. I'm excited to see what, oh, we should import Mega Camerupt. I forget how we do that, but now we finally have access to another usable Mega Evolution. Usable might be a bit of a stretch, but I'm excited to have the option on the table. Okay, would it just be doing this and then export this Mega? Hey, that is just that easy. What's the difference that it gets? Or does the thing-a-chain? I don't know about that. Dude, every time I think about Heracross, I think about how we fucking frauded the hell. Oh, it gets sheer force? This guy's a nut. I can't believe how we frauded out with Heracross in the Elite Four round 1. Cool. Mega Camel's good. I want to use the new toy. I want to use the new toy. I don't think I'm going to get to use the new toy. Oh, it's sad we don't get another type change. The Aggron type change with the Mega was so good. If you moved to the side to make room, I would be Scoot. That's what my parents call me. So anytime like a friend or like someone jokingly calls me Scoot, I'm like, I hate this. Don't do that. Oh, I wonder who's gonna lead the fight. Could be anyone. I wonder who on our team will lead the fight. Of course, it's fucking Donphan. Again, and almost always Rapid Spin. It's going to be another Rapid Spin knockoff moment. Poison Point is when they attack. A Pokemon making contact. Oh, no. So that's even more annoying. I think Rapid Spin makes contact. Correct. Does knockoff? Knockoff has to make contact, too. Ooh. 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 Compare by suffering. Yeah. Yeah. I think that'd be kind of interesting. I feel like the more annoying of them for me is Magma Hideout because of all of the item shenanigan bullshit. I think that's the thing that kind of bothers me the most. I don't think any of our other... I mean, maybe some of our other knockoffers, ones who can knock off, would be nice here. Not really. But it's like... The thing that, like, scares me here is the poisoning. Because I feel like we're, like, going to get poisoned. Yeah. What comes in? You're faster in KO. Pre-para? Smoking crack. I would rather not playing around, not getting to use my move. Eject button slaking? Interesting. There are definitely situations where pre-prior is helpful, but I don't believe this is one of them. How would we order this line? So this is usually Stealth Rock's turn 1. It's either 8 or 9, more likely 9, and then highest damaging roll is like 25% 9. So if we went, and then turns after, it's, again, still likely to rocks, but we're going to get poisoned like 5 times. Oh, it's a speed tie after 2 rapid spins? That sucks. Is there a mon that, well, I guess Donphan does kind of own this guy. Oh, is that a King's Rock? That is a King's Rock. Fuck. Okay, they don't own that guy. Ugh. Do we just have to deal with this fight having rocks up? It's just we're gonna have to deal with this fight having rocks up. That's just the world we're gonna have to live in. Or we just outspeed in 1-tap. Outspeed 1-tap and pray they don't get the proc. Proc Hampton. Would us getting a King's Rock? Nah, Fling doesn't guarantee to get there. That's annoying. 34, yeah. Oh, I guess it's not like we could poison it. Boom, 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 boom. Here's a fun little question. What if we set up webs? What if we soak this guy and set up webs? How would we benefit from webs? To do this, we would have to... I mean, if this guy's water, I'm pretty sure Donphan can... Actually, Ice Punch still does a lot to Donphan. I wish we still had Lunge. Webs Mega Camel. Well, we'd have to find someone Giga Slow. Well, the benefit of webs is someone who thinks they can kill us coming in and getting owned. Which would be, well, Aerodactyl, that's not going to work for. I guess just like in the aggregate, how do we... What's the plan to deal with Aerodactyl? What about our inner focus mods? Yeah, King's Rock Aerodactyl is going to be fun. Yeah. Who is able to inner focus? Who has the focus? I know it's Lucario, and they really don't want this smoke. But where, like, we have, I think, mons who, like, don't care. Oh, well, what about Voltorb? Voltorb's a little bit too slow. Damn. Do we just have, Voltorb slow, actually, we just straight up don't have anyone who's faster. How do we do that then? Priority or unnerve? I mean, not unnerve. Inner focus. Ooh. This guy's actually going to be kind of difficult. What does... I guess most people can learn rocks now. We need someone who's got a couple of turns to throw rocks. Or, well, I guess someone with shell armor. I mean, I guess maybe it's a combination of that, right? Ooh, that actually could be pretty interesting. No, what if we probably can pivot with an Intimidator. We go like Dreadnought and then a Mon who, I mean, any 4,000 of our Intimidators bait Earthquake. I guess it would just be, well, a lot of them are going to bait Rock Blast, which we don't love, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, and then if we can get it low enough, maybe it has to be a 3-mon pivot here, because anything we're going to go that intimidates that is immune is going to not love. Yeah, it's just going to bait Rock Blast. Do we have any mons who are just like, I love getting hit by rocks? Caracosta. Donphan, of course. Donphan can do everything. I guess that could be the 3-mon pivot. Not that I love. We're taking so much damage though. Come in on a move. Earthquake, we go into like Mence. I assume Mence is going to be more likely to be used somewhere else in the fight. We go to Mence. Mence baits Rock Blast. We go to Rock Blast on Torterra. Dual Wing Beat go into... I mean, yeah, we could even... we go Dual Wing Beat here. Then on the EQ, we go here. 3-mon pivot kind of hurts, though. Just for team space-wise. That's going to be the most annoying thing on this team. And especially... This also leads me to believe we especially need to not get rocks up. Jackmon slaking is actually super interesting. And then it's going to be... Zoroark is going to copy the slaking. How does Hydreigon deal with this? Oh, Focus Blast. Who's killing slaking? Bo-do-do-do. Torterra wins. Especially if this is -1. Torterra just wins. It's a war of attrition, but they win. Zoroark can beware. Nah, Focus Blast. Zoroark. Oh, it looks like Cinder Scorch actually does really well. Can they take 2 crit Fire Blasts? Maybe they don't go super well. Take back everything I've ever said. Gyarados. So it might do a little bit better. Baiting Pursuits. That's with the Dark Gem. There's probably a handful of mons who can do this. Yeah, I don't think that'll be too hard to find. It's really just going to be compressing move slots if we need 3 to deal with this Aerodactyl. Can you... Well, if Torterra can double up somewhere else via Intimidate shenanigans, definitely think this could be the case. I think a lot of our mons are going to outspeed and kill Camerupt. Oh, it's Quick Claw? That's why. That's why this guy's annoying. Okay, this fight is kind of annoying. I take it all back. And also not worth the set up a sweep. Because they know. Right, who takes care of the camel? I sense another issue. Alright, well, we had one easy fight. Now we're back to the mines. Own tempo, Quick Claw. Even if it's not booming. Oh, I guess Gastrodon if it's not booming, depending on what move it comes in on. Have to come in on, like, Stone Edge. Yeah. You yearn for the battles, and then when you got the battles, you're like, damn, wait a second. This shit's hard. Oh, actually... It's not perfect, but Hydreigon does pretty nicely here. And then if they're able to do 50%, yeah. But it's a factor of baiting that in last. There's only one solution. Boom. Yeah. You can use rare candies sometimes. Do we ever just click high horsepower? No, because we need to knock away the rocks. I mean, there's a decent chance we just... The thing that becomes annoying is if the rocks get set up. And when it gets to a speed tie, that's only on 2. So how's this most likely to go? Turn 1, gonna set up rocks. We rapid spin. Turn 2, likely to set up rocks. Depends on if the highest damaging move gets a plus 8 or a plus 6. And if we get a plus 6. I think it's favorable to set up rocks. So we'd rapid spin again. What about Ice Punch Freeze too? Is kind of a disaster as well. Any of our other knockoff mons like happy to be here? Because if we go like, oh, that's the problem too. We're so much slower. We have to like wait till it's. I think it's got to be just like lead with Donphan and then eventually kill it. Ice Shard's also a potential option once we have it knocked off and the rocks are away. I think the annoying thing is we probably have to go Lum. Or do we? Or maybe is it just better to go Citrus? Does Poison Point do... just normal poisoned? Which is 116? Okay, I've had enough of the baby Animal Crossing music. Actually, let's go back to the classics. Okay. I liked whatever song we were on before. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's better to go Citrus. Nido. I didn't even type this out. Nido, Camel, Arrow, Slay, Zoro. Okay. So we're gonna kill this and have rocks not down. That would lead so if we are plus, what I think is going to be the most likely is we are +3. That's not going to come in. Depends on our HP. Probably Slay King comes in. Oh, huh. That's also interesting as well, right? Because it's slower in out damages. Slower in out damages is... faster is +1. Slower in out damages. So we can get rid of the eject button. Who does that bring in, though? That would bring in Zoroark, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not true. It would bring in... So, this would be outsped and killed. This is faster. This is slower and outdamaged at +3. So... this would bring in Aerodactyl. Clicking dual wing beat, I believe. Which dual wing beat would be, we would swap into, I think we go, nah, dual wing beat, we'd go into Dreadnought on. Then on Earthquake, we'd go into Mence, make it -1. It'd be Rock Blast, we'd go into Torterra, that do jack shit. Dual wing beat, we'd go back into Dreadnought. Or we could even, one of these, we can, to save health on these two guys, we can go into, well, it depends on who else we're going to be using this fight. I know we have to do this. I feel like we have to do this 3 pivot to safely deal with Aerodactyl. When is this guy, when do you feel good, Dreadnought? Damn, I'm just so smart. What up, Tamori? They feel okay at +6. I mean, I guess Torterra can get caught in fucking crit hell as well. We'll see what else we can do for this fight, right? So it's going to be Donphan, Eject Pack. Oh, it's Eject Button? Or is it Eject Button or is it Eject Pack? Eject Button. Yeah. Yeah, so then that would bring in this guy, clicking dual wing beat. Yeah, for +3. Yeah, I mean, us having multiple pivot Pokemon, I guess, helps for this in case it gets fucky, because there's a chance that the beginning of the fight gets fucky because of this motherfucker. Just if them getting rocks up would be the disaster situation, though. it's pretty likely to not happen. What's Ice Punch Freeze? Maybe we do have to go Lum. 10% chance. I mean, it shouldn't be clicking Ice Punch, and we're so much more likely to get, I mean, it's a 50-50 between those. We're so much more likely to get, Poison Point poisoned. And I think to safely do this, we need the Citrus HP. In case. Fuck. The 10% freeze could be so bad, though. Maybe we do have to go Lum. So it should be turn 1 Stealth Rocks. Could be turn 2 Stealth Rocks. I think we... but then likely the Lum's just going to be eaten up by... Fuck, that's a tough call. Is if it's more likely the Lum's going to be eaten up. I think it's probably going Citrus here. Because we're using Rabbit Spin's Contact, Knockoff's Contact. Like, by the time it hits us, we probably have already proc Poison Point. I think I'm going to go Citrus. Yeah. Fucking hell. There could also be really annoying shit with the speed tie. It's going to depend on if rocks are up already or not. What happens with the speed tie. Or, like, if we win the speed tie and don't get the rocks knocked down. Well, if that happens, then when Slaking comes in, the move we use to proc eject button would just be Rabbit Spin. Which, would that bait in... If we end up doing that, that would bait in... Who would that bait in? Would that bait in Camerupt? If we're +4? You're slower and outdamaged. You're... slower and outdamaged. You're slower and kill. Yeah, I guess that's what happens there. Which is giga-fucked. Because then it could boom. And I don't think we have a straight-up winner against the Camerupt that can boom. Oh, that's so fucked. This fight's so fucked. Because we're good against it if it doesn't boom. Or maybe that's what we do. Yeah, I guess if we're +3... We can't go higher than +3. Or we probably don't even want to go higher than +2, right? Okay. The order of this fight is going to depend on... The order of what we do in this fight is going to depend largely on Rapid Spin Boost. Maybe there is a way to line this up where we're always rapid spinning the Slaking that comes in. Okay, if we are +2... No, we wouldn't want that. Well... Fuck, yeah, no, this sucks. So we need to be +3 when we kill a Nidoking. And we need to kill it with rocks down. I don't think there's a way to guarantee that. I don't think there's a way to guarantee that at all. There's also a world where we are low enough HP that we just bait an Aerodactyl instead of this guy. Because they're slower in out damage. It's slower in out damage, not... Yeah. Oh, such a more. You never told me why you're so smart. This fight's so fucked, dude. Okay. Is there any way to make this consistent? With only one rapid spinner. We have no one else. We've defog. I don't think we have the move spot to give that guy defog. Immense can get it. There's a lot of mons that can get defog. But to all mons I don't want to give up slots on, right? Is Karakasa take an earthquake? They don't love it. Okay, so if we're +3, dude, it being a speed tie makes this so fucked. Because we don't, this turn, we don't know what happens. And if we have to make it, and if Slaking comes in while we're +3, because this will come in if we're +3, right? Yeah. Because that would be next beta 9, because they are faster, but they don't outdamage. They're slower and they outdamage. They are slower and they don't outdamage. So it would always be actual slaking. Then we'd want to get rid of the rocks. I mean, we could... No, because then we still have to get rid of the rocks. Then if we go... But if we go to +4, we activate the eject button. Then the camel's the only thing that can come in. Because you don't outdamage. You are the mon being swapped. Eject button mons can't swap back into themselves. Yeah, so then it just defaults to order. Unless there's like a negative slow. Oh wait, no. It'll go into Aerodactyl. This is fine. Yeah, because it's slower in O code. It doesn't know about. Pretty sure it doesn't know about Quick Call. Yeah, it does know about Quick Call because Quick Call is not consistent. So that's fine. Then we're actually good because then this would just bring in Aerodactyl instead, which is totally cool. And we could, even if we're healthy enough, just knock off the shit. We could knock off the King's Rock. But I that's probably like a far-fetched thing, depending on how much HP we have, if Poison Point procs, all that shit. Okay. So we just need to be +3 or higher to yeah, we need to be +3 or higher to bait in Slaking. And then we can spin on Slaking and then go from there. Okay, so that should work. Bait in Slaking, who we're going to spin on, who is then going to bring in Aerodactyl. Right? Because this guy is outsped in one shot. This is slower and outdamaged. This is slower and outdamaged. So, yeah. As if we're low enough, it could be Zoroark. Yeah, it depends on how low we are. But as long as we have mons who can... As long as it's not the camel coming in, I think we're good. But most likely, I think we're going to be seeing Aerodactyl here. If it is Zoroark, well, we would know it's Zoroark. Because it would eject button the same Pokemon back in. Do we have someone who can just straight up win against Zoroark? Arachnid looks like they do a pretty damn good job. Also, the bug we were saying. What are you going to bait? Focus Blast. Focus Blast / Fire Blast. Fire Blast crit is a little scary. 2 Fire Blast crits do kill the bug. Focus Blast, we don't love on you. Gyarados can kill in 2. Another Intimidator, the Bring, which is kind of sick. We could also go into Mence here. Probably is Gyarados. Because, again, they provide another Intimidate Pivoter if it gets sketchy with the other line. I guess less inclined to click Pursuit. Sludge Bomb, we kill in 2. Yeah. I think we probably go like Gyarados with a Lum. Void Fire Blast Burn. If that was the case, they would bait in... Almost certainly going to bait an Aerodactyl, clicking Rock Blast, which we could go into... It's Rock Blast, dual Wing Beat. Which I guess depending on HPs, we can go to the Dread. We're going to go Dread with a Citrus. Mence with a Citrus. This is Dread. Mence. Torch. For that guy, eventually Dreadnought will come in and kill. I don't think you get access to Mega Lucario. All the really, really, really good Mega Evolutions you don't get access to. Guess we could maybe also have... This thing would have to be hella slowed down to... Well, I mean, you just need 1 Liquidation to kill it. So Dread eventually kills it. Dread's faster and KOs that. They're slower and get killed by Slaking. So that would be an Earthquake here. Can we reteach Brick Break? That doesn't really do as much as I thought it would. What does this guy bait? Earthquake Crunch? How do we kill the Slaking? Very slowly? A Retaliate could be a little scary too. I think Torterra takes everything except Retaliate really well. For baiting Earthquake, which it's, again, going to depend on HP, that would be hella good. Do we have a normal resist? I don't think we have a normal resist that also likes taking Earthquake. I don't think he can take the crit. Barely. Maybe it is Glysaur. Retaliate. Retaliate crit probably gets there. What do you... Really depends. Who else do we need to deal with? We need to deal with the Camel. Yeah, no, we cut it at too high of a level to not get to get Protect, unfortunately. Damn, if we... I think maybe it has to just be Caracosta. Question just becomes, we still need a Mon to kill Camerupt. Which I don't think this affords us, right? Yeah, we are severely lacking a slot. Oh, well, who... Do we have anyone who's good at dealing with Camerupt? I think Quick Claw. The quick claw is devastating. There's no easy way to slow this guy down, or consistent way to slow this guy down. Gastrodon. They can come in on a step. Well, who's gonna be? Ba da do 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 boom. So we're gonna say it's probably Torterra killing. Yeah, because Torterra can, as long as they're not. I mean, even if they no, if they're coming in on an earthquake. That's, I guess, a problem too. Is we still need that like normal resist or normal mon to come in on the truant. Yeah. If only the mon we had killing, slaking. Could we have... Oh, they'd be double edge. If we'd have guaranteed... How do you feel about this? You don't love it. I mean, especially then Torterra could take care of that, right? If Gengar could burn... Earthquake Crunch is annoying. I mean, I guess Torterra could take both of those. Because once this guy's -1, yeah, Torterra can win with Synthesis. Okay, there's going to have to be some roll shrinking here. I think Gengar if we can get Slaking to always hit a normal type move, I think Gengar is so good against it. But we need to, like, make a line that makes us guaranteed. Well, actually, if it, I would depend on Donphan's health, too. And if rocks are up. But, I mean, once this guy would be burned... actually, can this guy fight a burned... Yeah, I guess so. I guess burned, if Gastrodon can get in front of this thing while it's burned. Are they dead to... Okay, I think there's the end of the line. Yeah, it really is just counter-programming. I think the end of our line is... We just need to compress one more slot. The end of the line here is having Gastrodon... Can Gastrodon learn... How much is Scald a special? How much does Surf do versus Scald? 90? Because we might want to... can you kill this thing with Earth Power? Oh no, it has to be Surf or Scald. And we can't relearn Earth Power. As long as we have Recover in front of this guy and it's burned, we can eventually, and this guy comes in last, we can eventually kill this thing with Gastro. Because they're not dead to burn crit. And we can go like Zoom Lens or some shit on this, so Will-O-Wisp isn't... What's the accuracy on Will-O-Wisp? It's not great. 85? Oh, is that guaranteed with 1.2 times? It is. Cool. So if we have the slower, we can always burn with that. Can we use Gengar for anything else in this fight? making that work is what it's here for. I think those two are definitely coming. I think we need to find a more compressed way to beat Aerodactyl. I mean, if we can get the knockoff in with Donphan. I just don't think there's a more compressed way to beat it, you know? Do 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 do. Well, I think there maybe, is there a world where just Torterra... I think there's actually a world where just Torterra Ments can do it. Perhaps. Or Torterra Gyarados. The problem is the closeness of baiting Dual Wing Beak and Rock Blast kind of scares me. Where does this start? Okay, so yada yada yada. Donphan is baiting. Donphan's baiting Dual Wing Beat. On that, we'd go into Ments, which would still do a significant amount of damage, even if it was -1. But I mean, that should be the last hit they take, right? Because then that'll be Rock Blast. We go here. No, you're not baiting Earthquake. That's why Dreadnought was the guy for that. I mean, maybe can we just do this with Dreadnought then? So you're baiting Dual Wing Beat, we go here. Then you're baiting Earthquake, we go here. Well, how much is Dread taking? Dread takes, we'll say 23%. Dread takes 23%, then baits Earthquake. Ments is going to take nothing in this line, right? Or, what if we do this with Gyarados? Right? Baiting Earthquake, or baiting Dual Wing Beat, goes to Gyarados. Then at -1, still baiting Rock Blast, go here. That's doing, still, Rock Blast is doing a lot in this line. So we take plus another 30%. I mean, what if it's 5 hits? Oh, fuck. Ow. Thank you, Cash. Maybe we can bring Torterra, and we just do this. If Gyarados is taking no damage, then we can bring these 3, right? Where it's like where we're going Rock Blast, we go here. Then we're taking Dual Wing Beat, we go here. Then on Earthquakes, we go here. I think that's like the roll compression we're looking for. Then Rock Blast, we go here. Dual Wing Beats, we go here. And then EQs, we go here. Down the line until we take the proper amount of damage. Then we just need Dreadnought to eventually kill this guy with 1. Then that would be the Zoroark thing. Zoroark should be clicking. Focus Blast. We just need Dreadnought not low enough to be dead to Pursuit. Then we'd go into this guy on that. Click that. Okay. I think this is probably the line. Let's... what's the thing that fucks us? Is if this guy... well, they would never click Earthquake, right? I guess it's... What fucks us is if this guy is clicking Crunch. Is actually what would fuck us, because then we couldn't go into Gengar safely. But if Torterra is healthy enough, which is a possible... I guess that's the thing. I guess that's the important part of the line then. That we get Aerodactyl -6. Then we bring in Torterra. We synthesis with Torterra until they are... do we go citrus? We probably go citrus. We synthesis with Torterra so that... Well, they should be at full then if we're able to get synthesis down. That they're at 100%. So that when this guy comes in and is clicking Double Edge or Retaliate, Torterra can definitely take it. We take the hit. Then we swap into... Well, then Retaliate wouldn't be max. We swap into Gyarados, make it to give it a -1, which I guess also would then just give us a turn to... I mean, this just still baits a guaranteed Double Edge is what we're looking for. We can, I feel like with the Mons HPs we have, we can find a way to like do what we want, which is going to be Gengar with Zoom Lens burning this. And then, I mean, making it -1 too would also be a little bit nicer for Gastrodon. We need to burn it and then have Gastrodon kill this. Because a burned Gastrodon, I mean, a burned Slaking in front of Gastrodon is something they can win with Recover. Which PP versus Recover have? 8 or 5? Yeah, we need to go Lepa. Because, I mean, Double Edge self-recoil plus burn self-recoil is good as well. And then Gastro. What's the way we get fucked? It would have to be like exactly on the last turn. It would have to be the turn it dying, not lining up with us being at full health, and then Double Edge critting or something like that. Zoom Lens, yeah. And then even if that happens, we still have the ability... We would get punished by exactly Quick Claw crit from Camerupt at the end. Okay, let's run through this line one more time to confirm it works. So, bullshit at the beginning, dealing with Nidoking, is just making sure... I'm still back and forth on going Lum here. And I don't think Lum helps us because, like... Turn 1, it's almost always Stealth Rocks. Turn 2, again, it's usually Stealth Rocks. And that we could proc the freeze on turn 1. God. It's just so sketchy, right? I think I might want to go Ass Pearberry. I think I'm going to go Ass Pearberry. Just because I think we just immediately lose if we get frozen. I don't avoid that. Getting poisoned would be annoying, but not the end of the world. I mean, could we pre-poison Citrus? Maybe pre-poison Citrus is just the line, actually. Because it's like we know we're going to get... It's likely we get poisoned on turn 1. Yeah, I think actually pre-poison Citrus is actually what we should do here. Because it, like... covers us for getting frozen and lets us bring the citrus. Takes things out of consideration. Yeah. Pre-burn if real. Wonder if there's a world where that's helpful. Yeah. Nah. We don't do enough damage. Yeah. But then it's going to be Rapid Spin. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. We Rapid Spin up until the point where Slaking comes in. Well, we kill this thing. If we're +3, we outspeed and kill that. Yeah. Yo, pre-burn, yeah, with something that has like synthesis and battle armor. Yeah, you can just chill. Growl on Grotle also goes so hard. It should be Slaking that's slower and out damages. That comes in and kills it. And then see if they're going to be like retaliate or that. I guess depending. But what we're going to do, because we're going to be faster, if rocks are up, yeah. Well, that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't have known to keep growl unless someone told me about the tech. I forget who told me exactly about the tech, but yeah. Sag. We would rapid spin. This guy comes in. We would rapid spin to get rid of the rocks. If not, we probably just hit high horsepower to do the most damage. Yeah. And then they're faster. You get outspeed in one shot. You get out damaged. So it would be that. I guess, yeah, depending on if there's something we want to do to manipulate what comes in, we could do rapid spin. But regardless, we eject button that. Aerodactyl comes in. Aerodactyl is clicking. Always do a wing beat. On that, we're going to go into Dread. On Earthquake, we go into Gyarados. Rock Blast, we go into Torterra. Then do a wing beat, we go into Dreadnought. Earthquake, we go here, yada, yada, yada. We cycle through these motherfuckers until they are -6. Once it's -6, we go into Torterra to make sure... Synth. Make sure Tort can take retail. Gonna make sure Torterra can take retail. Working a retail job. Then we go into Dreadnought. Dreadnought eventually picks up the kill with Liquidation. They are going to bait in. Not going to bait in Camera Up because they outspeed in one shot. Slaking is going to outspeed in one shot. With likely random move. And it's in T-Mortar, so it's going to go into Slaking. We're going to go into Torterra there because that's what Torterra is going to be their second rolls to do. They're going to take the hit, not worry about it. When does the Zoroark come in? Wait, actually, yeah, when does Zoroark come in? Because I think if we're doing it this way, yeah, I think this gets a little funky then, because we haven't killed Zoroark at this point in this line, right? Unless there's a world where we bring in Zoroark with this guy. We would bring Zoroark in with this guy if we were... Actually, that's a pretty decent probability, right? If we go to +4, because we kind of want to go to +4. Because no matter what speed we're at, we're going to bring in Slaking first. No, yeah. So this is what I was missing. So no matter what speed we're at, we're going to bring in Slaking first. As long as we're +3 going out of it against Slaking, then we'll go to +4. If we're +4, we're faster than Aerodactyl. Unless we're low enough where Aerodactyl kills us after taking the damage, it wouldn't come in here. But then what if we're dead to Pursuit? Fuck. We might be dead to... Probably with the poison damage, we're probably dead to Pursuit there. Well, I guess we could force the switch out with someone else, right? Because if Donphan's in when Slaking's in, if they're baiting random move, we can go into Torterra. Whole box of it. That would be crazy. And then we would get a free swap, or we could use Torterra. What would Torterra bait in? Well, no, I guess in that situation, Torterra could Synthesis after taking a hit at full health. And then they would bait Double Edge. We could come and burn it. Yeah, honestly, we can probably just... If Slaking comes in... if slaking comes in earlier, we can just fuck around with it. We can activate the eject pack with someone. How does eject pack work with survives a hit? Eject pack and toxic. Eject pack. Does eject pack proc on like burn damage? Does eject button trigger on burn? Not a move that causes burn. Damaging move happens. So I'm huh. So I don't think eject button triggers on a burn. Not that I don't know if we'd be doing that. So who would we want to trigger it with to get Zoroark in? That guy want to come in. You would likely come in. Oh, you can get murked. Is there anyone who on our team that would bait in Zoroark? If that guy's in, kill the bot. Yeah. Well, so say it's... Oh, well then, who kills... If Dreadnought kills Aerodactyl... If Dreadnought kills Aerodactyl and Zoroark is still alive... Oh, wait, that's probably the line we were going to do, right? Dread kills Aerodactyl... Yeah, and then if if this scenario is where it gets like slightly out of order, we could just have Gyarados come in on an Earthquake against this guy, or Earthquake or a Crunch. Yeah, we have enough Mons to manipulate the move that Slaking is using safely. And we just have Gyarados kill this. Gyarados wouldn't bait in camera up because it outspeeds in one shot, so then it would go into Zoroark, and then we could just do the 1v1 as we'd like. I think this always works. Why does Gyarados have a Lum? Coming in on Fire Blast. Ah, I see. Gyarados learned Surf. I think this is an inefficient way to do this. We should just look up Gyarados can learn it. Can Gyarados 2-tap with Surf? They cannot. That's probably why we'd go Lum. Okay. Yeah, I think I feel pretty good about this line and having enough wiggle room to deal with this shit. Okay, I'm going to go run to the bathroom, and then we're going to do this line, and then probably call it a day. Boo-ba-doo-boo. Okay, gamers. Let's game. This feels a little sketchy. But I think it feels sketchy because there's so many different things that could happen. And the Zoroark does stress me out a little bit. Let's see. Donphan retains its slot at the beginning of the fight. Gyarados. Dreadnought. Torterra. Gengar, Gastrodon. Gengar stresses me out, dog. Frail motherfucker. Okay. It's gonna be Citrus. Actually, I should probably do this in the box. Zoom lens, that's the one we want for Gengar. You need a Lum, you need a Citrus, and Gastro needs a Lepa Berry. Any Lepa Berry enjoys? Yeah. Fell off PR-wise. Gengar's crazy in Crystal Kaizo. Gengar's good in Emerald Kaizo. For killing itself. But haven't really heard much about the tales of Gengar in this game. Give Gengar Levitate back. Give my boy Levitate. Motherfuckers act like they forgot about Gengar. Gengar is my Roman Empire. Alright. I just gotta remember to poison Donphan before we start this fight. This fight's got me stressing a little bit, I'll be honest. There's a lot of things I have to remember. Remember Zoroark is a Pokemon. Remember Zoroark is a Pokemon. Have you officially made it to Room 2? Give it up for Room 2. It's not a Kaizo game, so we're not going to immediately proc a fight as we walk in. Yeah. Triple check moment, true. Discount, double check. Citrus, Lum, Citrus, Citrus. Zoom lens, Lepa. Cool. Pre-poison. And change music. Let's game. I am stressing. Papa Molly, I'm stressing. Woo. Maybe it's just like every other fight that's stressful. Confirm that this guy is poisoned and is going to take a fuck ton of damage. Alright. This is a steer fight. This is a big, big, big steer fight. Right. We are going to click Rabbit Spin. We are +1. How much damage do we take from poison? 30. That's a lot. Okay, we're going to Rapid Spin again. We'd want to see rocks again. That's kind of annoying. Okay, we're +2. Now this is a speed tie, which is really fucking annoying. I think, okay. This is most like, see, this is where it gets super, super, super fucky. I think I'm gonna go knockoff here. Because I want to know for sure what happens next turn. Yeah, regardless. Cool. I think rapid spin kills. Well, it's still a speed tie. Okay. This is kind of fucky. I think we still gotta hit spin. Crit, Ice Punch does one... okay, this could get really bad. This could be really, really bad, but we have to spin. We want to go first. This could be really bad. Okay, now we're +3. Ugh. Okay. This is Aerodactyl. That is very, 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 very off script. Okay. And this is actually Aerodactyl. Because Zoroark, Illusion copies the last Pokemon in the party. So if Zoroark is showing up as someone else, it would show up as Slaking. Okay, so this is this random move? I think this is random move. Which kind of sucks. I think we go Torterra on random move. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we go Torterra on random move. We want to see anything but dual wing beat. Yeah, that's fair. That's super fair. Oh, and it's unnerved, so we don't get our berry. Okay. This is always dual wing beat. We're going to go into Dread. Okay. Now this is always going to be Earthquake, which we're going to go into Gyarados on. Now, this is always going to be... That's not... We don't want to be -1 defense. We want to be -1 attack. Now, this is always going to be Rock Blast, which we go to Torterra on. He's not going to take too much. This might be a little scary on getting Torterra that one synthesis we need. Want to see low Rock Blast hits? It gets a 4 hit? No, it gets a 5 hit. It gets a 5 hit. Of course it gets a 5 hit. That's so bad. That's so fucking bad. Alright, this is always dual wing beat. This is getting real bad. Okay. This is still always Earthquake. Okay. Cool. It's always Rock Blast again. Fucking hell. Dual wing beat at -2. Well, so, okay, we're at -2 right now. The question is becoming, are we going to be able to get a synthesis on Torterra? So if this does get down to -6, okay, there is a world. It really depends on these Rock Blasts here. We're going to have to go and see going forward, though. So this is always going to be Rock Blast. Yeah. It's going to come down to the wire. We could also take some Rock Blast on, whatchamacallit? On Dreadnought. Show me a 2-hit, please. We can deal with that. Okay. This is always going to be dual wing beat. We're not low enough to die to Fire Fang yet. Yeah. I think next one we're going straight dread. This fight is filling me with straight dread though. Dread no. Okay. Sick. We go here. Dread Gnar. Gnar. Bring it down to -3. Cool. Still gonna always be Rock Blast to save a little bit more health on Torterra. We're gonna go here. We'd also like to see a low roll Rock Blast here. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Alright, as always, Earthquake. -4. Okay. 2-hit dual wing beat does 60. Oh, fuck. This is getting bad. I don't think there's a world where Torterra gets the heal up. At least gets the heal up right now. We can probably get a citrus later. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is real bad. Okay, I think we go here. Dreadnought still needs to kill this thing is the whole fucking issue here, right? Believe the citrus. I don't know if the citrus would proc immediately on the switch in, but I know if we came in on like a slacking or on a chilling slaking, it would. Okay. This is always dual wing beat. That's gonna do 18, and then what's max earthquake? 60? Oh, fuck. So we just need to not get flinched then. Are we just like giga fucked if we get flinched? Max roll 60 on it. I just think we kind of got fucked by getting Fire Blast there. Okay, we're gonna hit liquidation and pray we don't get flinched. Okay, great. We're gonna go and hope it's not Rock Blast. Pray it's Earthquake. Earthquake, please. Cool. All right. This is still always Rock Blast. Can Torterra survive? Dual Wing Beat does 48. No, I don't think there's a world where that happens. Okay, so what do we do here? This is -5. I think we just have to swing with Gyarados and not get crit. Yikes. I mean, not get flinched or not get crit. Is that a 4-hit? That's a 5-hit. Of course it is. Thank God it didn't flinch, though. Holy moly. Holy moly, dude. All right. Now we have to be wary of if this is slaking or slaking, you know? All right, so real slaking outspeeds and kills. So this is real slaking. Yeah. And this is always retaliate. So we're going to go into, there's never, oh yeah, it can't even be earthquake. And it's never crunch. So we can go into Gengar here. Okay. Cool. Or double edge, either or. Okay. Now we want to pick up our citruses. So this is it's gonna be loafing this turn, so we can safely swap into other Pokemon. Question becomes, so how much health does Torterra have? Torterra has 55 HP. 55, 64, the citrus will heal. Calc. So 64 plus 55. We'll put it at 119. At 119, 46, it will always bait double edge again. Okay, so we can go safely into Hector. This thing still has its eject pack, by the way. BT dubs. Go. Loafing around. All right, 119. Always going to be double edge. So we're going to go into Rick Astley. Cool. Now this is going to be lacking again. So we're going to go back into Hector. Synthesis up. Do the swap again. Because it's Truant turn. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. No, that was just a waste of a turn. Because we can't... Because it's going to use double edge this turn. Because he used double edge last turn. I guess we should have burned... Yeah, he's going to attack now. Yeah. So we just did nothing for that turn. Besides burn a double edge. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Here's a question. I've got a question. This matters more now. Does the burn damage from Will-O-Wisp proc eject pack? Eject butt, not eject pack. Does the burn damage proc it? From my reading of eject pack, yes, it should only be direct damage. If the holder survives a hit, okay, it is only direct damage. I'm going to. So we are making the selection here with the understanding that this will not kill us. I mean, that this, that the burn will not proc. Because if the burn procs it, Gengar dies to pursuit. So I will... Well, I can synth up with Torterra. I believe I can synth up with Torterra if I burn it, or if I get it -1. But we're just gonna check that. If it does switch out, we're just gonna go back to the state. We're operating under that piece of information, which I think is totally fair. Okay, cool. So that's right. All right. So this is now a burned Slaking. Burn Slaking is going to always click Earthquake. That's pretty cool. Which means we can go... Actually, we can go to Torterra safely on that. Yeah, we can super go to Torterra safely on that. So we're going to go here. We're going to go into Torterra. Cool. So now, this is the attacking turn. Still is the eject button, by the way. We're going to synthesis because it's truanting. Dude, the fact that truant comes up right away, so scary. Okay. Cool. All right, that's burn 2. Okay, so now we have to basically create an entire new line. What scary thing that is available here? Well, actually, no. Now that Gengar always baits Earthquake, if Gengar always baits Earthquake, depending on what HP... If Gengar always baits Earthquake, depending on what HP, it's Zoroark and Camerupt. So, okay, wait a second. It just attacked. No, it was just Truant. So it is, Slaking is going to attack. Slaking will attack this turn. Okay, so what, the pieces we have remaining. The pieces we have remaining. There's a Zoroark in the back that can always kill Gengar with Pursuit. This guy has an eject pack. So the first time we damage it, it will switch out. Another important thing to note. Third thing to note is that there is a Camerupt also in the back that we want to bait in last because it can explode. Can Torterra... Torterra is fat... Torterra would bait in Zoroark. Torterra baits in Zoroark. Actually, everybody should bait in Zoroark. Yeah. And we'll know it for sure because it's going to be... well, it's burned. How do we want to do this? We bring Gyarados in on a Truanting turn. Well, Gyarados isn't faster. We could bring Gyarados in as it dies from burn. We can also heal up Hector. I think we should probably do that. How much? Let's make sure we're not going to run this thing out of PP. So this guy is going to be using Double Edge. Wait, actually, why don't we just take the hit in Synthesis? Yeah, we can just take the hit in Synthesis. Oh, it's going to do damage to itself. Will self-damage? Does self-damage trigger eject pack? I don't think it particularly matters for this. Is the way it's programmed to not... Well, yeah, it shouldn't. So it's not sending Zoroark in last because Switch AI gets a -1 if a Pokemon can outspeed and kill. The Camel has Quick Claw. But the Camel has Quick Claw, so we can't... So it's not going to send it in because it thinks most of the mons we have can kill it. Cool. All right, so this is burn 3. Okay. How does... How does Gastrodon feel about Zoroark? Hitting Focus Blast? I think Gyarados still with the... Okay, Gyarados' health is like still pretty solid for the 1v1. Slaking will not attack this turn. How do we want to do this? Well, if we go into... So, what is burned... What does... Oh, well, Torterra can take everything. Well, we shouldn't need to use Dreadnought anymore. We don't need to go into Dreadnought here. Right? Okay. So how do we get... we need... No, we want to have Gyarados versus... We want to have Gyarados versus Zoroark. Actually, so Slaking's not going to attack this turn. We're going to go into... If they're not going to... They attack this turn and we... Which one? Yeah, because it just took the damage. We were just talking about that. It's not going to attack this turn. We're going to go into Gengar. Gengar always baits Earthquake. We'll go into Gyarados on the Earthquake. On the slacking turn, we'll hit with Gyarados, and then that will... Okay, yeah. We're going to do this. Full health Torterra can 1v1 it. It might get burned with Fire Blast. So we're gonna go here. Truant. Then this guy is going to... Does it see burn? Does AI know about burn with beta? Well, I think that still shouldn't matter because it's not going to swap into somebody who's going to die. Anyways, this guy is going to click... this guy's going to click Earthquake every time, which lets us go into Sushi for free. Oopsie did a Sushi. Turn his guts into soup beans. Owned. Okay. Now this, we're going to hit this, proc the eject pack, bring in Zorak. It's going to look really funny because we're going to hit this guy and he's going to come right back out. Wow, the Slaking. Bye, Slaking. Hi, Slaking. This is totally, truly a Slaking. This should be Fursuit. So we're going to click... does Ice Fang plus Waterfall always kill? I think we just click Waterfall. What? Yeah, I did see the flashing. Who taught Slaking Pursuit? This is crazy. How does he know that move? Give me a crit. Okay, fire. Fair enough. Alright, are we dead to crit moves? Are we dead to crit Sludge Bomb? We are dead to crit Sludge Bomb. Ooh. Is there anything that can be done about that? Yes. Yes, okay. I see the line. This is going to be... We're not dead to Pursuit, right? This is no Dark Gem. Wait, actually, so we're dead to non-crit Pursuit. Would it click it here? If Pursuit cannot KO the player Mon, if Pursuit can KO the player Mon, does it do... Here's the question. Does Pursuit in the AI doc, Pursuit killing the player Mon, does it do the calculation for the damage of us switching out? That's the question. Yeah, man, for sure. Because only 2 rolls of crit Pursuit default roll don't kill us, like if we don't swap. And Sludge Bomb doesn't see a kill. I'm gonna need some more clarification on this. We're going deep into the docs. No. Well, that's what the thing. If it can kill with Pursuit, if it can kill with Pursuit switching out, then we want to stay in. If it doesn't, if it's going to click Pursuit, we want to stay in. If we don't think it's going to click Pursuit, we want to swap. And both of those are good. No, we're not going to ball. We're going to take our time. I just want to know if it calcs swapping out damage. Does Pursuit calc swapping out? Damage. Here we go. Check the dock. But can click it, so... Are we below 20%? If player mon is below 20%, Okay, what is 89? It's going to be like something a little bit away from it. It is 34%. We're below 40%. So it's 50% of the time, it's +8 to click it here. Regardless of above conditions, if AI is fast, AI is faster. Oh, so this actually, this should always be pursued, I believe. I'm pretty sure this is always pursued. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true. I think we just have to click waterfall. We want to see pursuit. Okay, we want to see not crit. We do have a Lumberry, so we're chilling. Easy. I should reiterate the statement before. We're not going to ball unless we know we can ball. Cool. So then this should bring in Slaking. The real Slaking. Please stand up. Now, because we set up the 1v1... Actually, no. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go... This is Burn Slaking. Punish Slaking. We're going to go into... Actually, what do we want to go into Gastrodon right away? They're not dead to any crits. Yeah, I think we want to go into Gastrodon right away. And this is going to be a random move that is an Earthquake. Yeah. Ow. Oh, this actually might... If they're dead in 2 burns... Oh, they're just barely not going to be dead in 2 burns. That is annoying. It's not over yet. It is not over yet. It is not over tail. Okay. It's so Jover. Okay. This is... If this is like... Okay. I'm not... Yeah, there's still the camel. I'm not going to say what could go wrong, but I'm going to click recover. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not putting the bad energy into the world. Okay. Oh, no, we win. We win. Even if this is Quick Claw crit, we win. Of course. Just be Quick Claw crit. Validate me. Okay, fine. That's why you play around Quick Claw. That is exactly fucking why you play around Quick Claw. You play around Explosion. Damn. Cool. I'm glad we brought the flexible line to this fight. Yeah. Yeah, we got the fire bug. Yeah. It just was so helpful that we could reposition. Having a Ghastly with guaranteed Will-O-Wisp here and having Synthesis... Yeah, I feel really good about this fight. I mean, Sushi balled out. We still had the ball out. But we only ended up having to ball out so hard is because we got hit with the wrong move. Like, if Hector got hit with the right move swapping in, I think we would have been chill. And if we didn't get so many, like, 4- and 5-hit Rock Blasts. I don't think my line was, like, the greatest thing in the world. Yeah. Yeah, that Aerodactyl thing was... That Aerodactyl spot was a little sus. But it's like you can't really do shit about a fast Pokemon with King's Rock. There's... Oh, am I going the right way? No, I'm going the right way to get out of here. Yeah, because the other fuck thing... Like, if our Donphan was faster... Or wasn't exactly a speed tie with the Nidoking, then we could cook up an easier ride. And if the Nidoking didn't Earthquake on the second turn, too, yeah. There's just, yeah, when the health goes up and yours stays the same. There's just a lot of fuck shit that happened there. Hey, the game can laugh at me all they want as long as I don't lose any Pokemon. Go. Alright, we're slowly chasing Smallant. I'm gonna catch you, buddy. Smallant was on, like, fight 9 or 8. Please tell me that's a mistypo and you meant 200. Please, for the love of God, that you meant 200. Well. Yep. True. Yeah, we won. We didn't lose anything. That's all that matters. Jesus. Every death, I gotta take another 10 milligrams. The problem is, if I did that with 1 milligrams, I would die because I have the tolerance of a baby. I take literal kids' melatonin gummies to go to sleep, and that are 1 milligram, and those things fucking floor me. I'm just a baby. I'm just a little guy. Like, that's just how it is. Yo, true. You gotta look at the schedule, though. Schedule says no stream on 420. You know why? Because I'll probably be hanging out with my partner. But no, that's literally just the end of that explanation. Yeah. We might have a secret. We might have another stream tomorrow. We're gonna do band practice on Tuesday, but now it's Wednesday. So depending on how I'm feeling tomorrow, we might have another stream. My blood. True. We're not gonna survive. Yeah. Why is there a Eviolite trap pinch? Why is there an Eviolite trap pinch? This shit sucks. I have a little cheeky stream, yeah. Cheeky stream for the boys. Ah, yes. Oh, wait. Donphan just... Oh, of course, Donphan's gonna fucking lead the fight and win. We actually have a handful of mods who can do this, right? Yeah. It doesn't have to just be Donphan. Yeah. Hawk to a Falcon combo. Arena trap. Actually, that's a good... This fight looks like shitty, but not bad. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll run some dailies real quick, and then call it a day. Yeah. But a nice stream. We got 2 fights done. We are slowly working our way through MAGMA Hideout. How many fights again? Let's count. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Fucking hell. I gotta play Wordle too. My mom hit the Wordle in 2 today, so gotta beat the boss. Ain't no way I'm getting there with the boss. Alright, let's do a couple things and then call it a day. And then we'll raid someone. Let me know if there's anyone particular streaming the game that I should raid. Any gamers? Let's mute this shit. I don't want to listen to Fall Arbor music. I mean Lava Ridge music. It gives me hives from when I was stuck here with Flannery. All right. Yeah, 2 matches. Yeah, 2 matches per stream is progress. All right. Partner toast. Would that be burnt? Or is it crust? Maybe it's crust. Crust makes more sense. Stud muffins. Prayer for use as a marker. Dog ear. 2 days. Strike zone's lower boundary. Alice ran into a chip. Kinds of senses that keep going on. Run on. So that is probably cross. Cousin's dead. Uncle. Spin out on the ice. That'd be skate. Uses the keyboard. Types. Knees. Prayers, use a marker, uncap. Funky? I don't know what that word is. Chunk? Easy. Easy. Good mini. The 5x5, I think 5x5's nice. What is Nick Nolte. Okay. I was like, what's no LTE? Who the fuck is this guy? Alright, see you guys in a second. Let me know if you want to play any other dailies. Yeah, the extra large mini. Let me check that this is lined up. Alright, it is. As always, we begin as a gamer. I'm not getting this in 2, unless I like... Okay, what? Let's try to get it in 2. I gotta be better than my mother. Oh, we're playing something else. What if we reply? Damn. Okay. We want to get some more letters. We'll get some high probability ones that we haven't used yet. Okay, so we know all the letters. Screet. Crest. Sponsored by toothpaste? Okay, got it in 4. Nice quick 4. Right at the end of the song, too. Ba da do 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 ba. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's the end of it. That's the other one that goes boom, 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 boom after that. Yeah. Okay. Bandle? Oh, we haven't played Bandle in forever. Do I still... What the fuck is this? Ew! Ew, brother, ew! Why does it look like this? Ew! It looked so much better before. Now it kind of looks like shit. Okay. Bandle, 2013, 3.9 billion views hard. Is Pitbull rapping on this? I like the sound of the synth. Right, it's a bass part. Oh, it's super loud. My bad. Mr. Worldwide! Dale! That's just what I'm hearing. No guesses yet. I think I need a little bit more. Choir. Sounds like the Edge of Glory. Oh, it's right there. And there's about to, it sounds like there's about to be a big drop there. We got like a ticking clock kind of noise. What is it? Dude, I cannot for the life. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. 2013, I definitely know it. Oh! It's a black horse? White horse? Waiting for horse. Dark horse. There we go. I had a friend who wouldn't, I don't think they would call themselves a big Katy Perry fan. I don't think that's even like the genre of music they listen to, but they always said that they would fucking, when they played Ranked League, they would always listen to Katy Perry, and they would always win when they listened to Katy Perry when they play Ranked League. Okay. All right, I think that's going to be it for today. I scared everyone away with the Bandle being too fucking loud. Good. Oh, what's North doing? We'll send it over the North. Shoutouts to the Marth, shoutouts to the North. Anyways, gamers, we might be back tomorrow. Best way to know for sure is follow over here on Twitch or join over on the Discord. I've been your good pal, Saves Untitled. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your life, and the rest of your wife. I've been Saves Untitled. You've been my lovely viewer. I'll see you sometime in the future. Bye-bye now.